So, welcome back to part 14 of what I'm now calling the Gender Playground. As I said in my last... Wait, this is part 14. Never mind. I'm a dork. As I said in my last video, I was talking about Boy Flux, and while my other video loaded, I had enough time to kind of think a little more over this. I'm just like, because it is male, like one part male and the other part like fluctuating, I'll have to do more research on this because I'm kind of curious now about it myself, because I do kind of experience a little bit of this. Once again, I still put it under the Demi Boy umbrella. Gosh, how many umbrellas are there in the genders though? But I would say Boy Flux is a real gender. It's a very subtile of it. Subset, yeah, of it. So yeah. Next gender. Hey! Oh look, I made a new gender. Okay. Brevigender. B-R-E-V-I gender. A subset of gender fluid in which you feel your gender is never stable for long periods of time, but it constantly changing. That's still gender fluid. Next. Burst gender. C. Spike gender. Well, I guess we'll find that out when we get to the S's, if we ever get there, won't we? Look at that, we're in the C's! Ah! Okay, so now we are at Canden's gender. C-A-D-E-N-S gender. A gender that's easily influenced by music. Once again, that is a mood in general. Sorry to break it, but, you know, either it's a mood thing, like where you feel more masculine and feminine, which makes sense with different songs. Oh my gosh, why is that so edgy? Gosh, this... Anyhow. So, basically, that's still fluid in a sense, or it's you're mixing your feelings of masculinity and femininity with gender in itself. Next gender is Candogender. C-A-A-D-O gender. A subcategory of polygender identities. Gender fluid, bigender, trigender, etc. To have a gender to fall back on, or one that you always go back to. Okay, the example they are giving is, you know, gender fluid. Of course you're always gonna go back to one of the genders when you're gender fluid. That's why some people actually transition when they are gender fluid. Bigender. Like, okay, honestly, typically with bigender, trigender, any type of polygendered things, you're gonna always come back to one. You just are. I mean, sometimes it's very even. That could be really difficult. And if you are that, I'm sorry. You know, that sucks. It really does suck to kind of be in that yes, no, boy, girl, he, them, no, what? That's gotta suck, and I do have sympathy for y'all. Anyhow, I'm going to the next gender because that's just insulting to people who are real. Say gender. CAEDO gender, a gender which has been cut away by a traumatic event. Oh, if you go into my why I probably didn't realize sooner, you would probably catch on that maybe I'm under that. Traumatic events really just generally drown out your identity, honestly, because you're focused on those things and not that. Also, if anything sexual happens, of course, it's gonna kind of cut you off a little bit. That's just a natural human response, though. That's not a real gender. It's just, being a little disconnected with your gender. Okay, next gender, Cael gender? CAEL gender? A gender which shares qualities with outer space or has aesthetic similarities to space stars and nebulas. Oh, so this is the one I can identify as a black hole. Singularity time.